In this DVD, we aim to show you some aspects of the behaviour of mature female bats. The colony, as you look at it at the beginning of the sequence, looks like a whole lot of bats randomly spread around. But in actual fact, this is not the case. Up to 17 different matrilines exist in the colony. Each matriline originates from a single old female or matriarch, rather like an elephant group, which can be traced back. There is one very successful one which we're going to show you in these sequences. It's based on a female called Matilda, who was born in 1980 and sadly died in 1990. In 1989, she gave birth to Bella, who became a very successful matriarch with lots of babies. In fact, she had 19 babies altogether before she died in 2008. Kathy, who was her first baby, was born in 1991. And we have Nellie, who is Bella's 10th baby, was born in 2000. Finally, we have Bella's baby of this year, her 16th baby, in fact, which was one of the first to be born in 2006. And we're going to see some behaviour shown by this group of females. In this close-up, we can see individual bats, some of which have 2 lots of rings on, and the second ring is used to indicate a precise individual bat. You can see a black ring on the left arm next to another bat who's got some vertical white bars on her ring. And so we're able to recognize individuals. And what we're looking at here in the upper part of the picture is a group of related females belonging to Matilda's matriline. We've just had a bat fly in carrying a little baby, and what we're going to see during this sequence is related females congregated together to offload their babies. We can call them parking or shaking off, so that the babies are left together in related groups. You will notice that in some cases, if there are females that do not have a baby attached. In the sequence that you're looking at, there are 3 bats, which may be males or females, in the bottom left-hand corner, which actually do not have young. These are either immature bats, because greater horseshoe bats take up to 3 years to become sexually mature. But the female immatures constantly come back and are present throughout the summer with their mothers. Females who do not have babies are much more likely to be grooming in the run-up to the dusk period when the bats go off to forage. They've got plenty of time to get themselves ready, fluff up their fur, clean their teeth, lick their membranes, and generally prepare themselves for foraging. The mums, however, are busy looking after their babies. In some cases, the babies will be attached to the mother's nipples and will be suckling milk from the 2 mammary glands that are on the chest. The babies are actually hanging upside down on their mothers, but because the mother is upside down herself, the baby is actually head upwards. Sometimes it's a boring business, and you will see occasionally little yawns. In this sequence we can see Bella, who is actually some distance away from her related, the rest of her matriline, and you can see she's got a very large baby because it was the first born in 2006. The baby is called Emily, and Emily actually emigrated to Dorset in her first summer, which is the most amazing long distance travelling that we've ever had, and for it to happen in the first year of its life is quite unusual. You can see that Bella has 2 white rings on her left arm, which is how we can tell it's her, and she is just beginning to start to shake, which is a sign that she's getting ready to park her baby. But she won't park that baby where she is, because if she did, it will be isolated on its own when she's left behind. So what she does is Bella decides she's going to start moving down towards all of her relations. She's gone from section 5 into section 4, which is where that line is, and she'll make her way down to be with all her offspring over the years, where it's quite crowded, and all the babies will be parked together to form a creche of related siblings. A little bit of niggle as she comes across. It's not a clear path. Now we're moving into section 4, but she's in the upper part, which has got more space, but she needs to get her baby down into section 3 or 4 to be with all the others. It's not easy to do this. They make a sort of crab-like walk, and getting over the battens can be a little bit tricky. But she's doing a good job, and here she comes. Not too far to go now. And all the other relations are down below, and one of them's already left the baby behind and gone off to feed. So shaking off can be quite a lengthy business for even an experienced mother like Bella, and it can take up to 30 minutes for a female to actually do this. And it's important that when they've done it, they don't actually hang around too long, otherwise the baby can jump back on and just start all over again.